because now you've put so much doubt in my head of what his motivation is.
Yeah.
Because before, I've always watched this movie and thought, it's doomsday, he's worried about that, he wants to stop it. But now I kind of get the whole Nova aspect, but at the same time, he doesn't have a clear motivation as he watches that. It's so passive. He's, even if he mumbled to himself, Nova, I love you, Nova, this is for you, anything like that.
Well, how about this? It's so passive for Heston.
Oh, yeah.
Not even just Taylor, for Heston, for this actor to just be so calm and indecisive and
I'm shocked that he didn't go to post and say, okay, I'm here. You're going to have me descend from the heavens. I am the Messiah that has come into this, and you can all just blow me away.
I'm Moses, damn it.
Yeah, anything like that. He didn't even take a chance with it. You're absolutely right. He is just milquetoast.
I mean, this is the perfect opportunity for him to come down and have an impassioned speech to Zaius to try and convince him. And
I'm going to get there next minute because I am no scriptwriter, but I at least took the opportunity to say, if I was shooting this, I thought the same thing, Richard. I thought that should have been the point when you've already had Zaius and Taylor having their confrontations in the first film. They should have had a final confrontation. You don't have Luke Skywalker battling Darth Vader in the second film, then come down to the third, and then just not even have them talk to each other. You don't do it. And this is a moment where these two characters that are great adversaries and almost showed, would we agree, some respect for one another to an extent in the first film?
Yeah.
Especially in that very private moment in Zaius' den. There was respect to be had. They don't speak to each other, really. Other than, Taylor? It's crap.
The thud of the missile around the 54 second, we now have Brent by the organ. He's now made it to that particular point. The thud of the missile has now kind of exposed a crack at the base near the wings, and steam or radiation or something is about to pour out.
Fuel.
And all the gorillas are reacting and pulling back almost like it's burning them, which
it's giving a hiss motion, which is supposed to imply that it's something greater.
I couldn't help but think if this was made today, those apes' face would have probably melted or something.
Melting or boils start coming up on it.
It was a weird when the missile hits and the steam releases. They take a moment to give us a shot of Taylor reacting, and he's still. It honestly doesn't look like it looks like a cut from one of the moments earlier where he was just peering behind the counter, behind the column, befuddled. It doesn't look like he's reacting to the missile.
True.
We do get a shot of Brent, but it's Brent by the organ. We can't tell if he's reacting to the missile, but we do get a shot of Zaius and then a shot of Ursus, and both those shots are of them reacting to what's happening. And particularly what I like is Ursus, the actor who does Ursus, does this amazing stuff where he turns his head to the side like he's being quizzical and looking up to the side. He also does ones where he kind of lifts his head up and looks above. Like he's definitely tilting his head in ways to give us these dramatic moments that you wouldn't have been able to get from.
It's a shame that this film isn't better for him. He does the best he can with very little.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I had the same thing about that. I think he's great, but that kind of speaks to the whole film.
One of the things that is lost that you find in these moments, I was praising them a few minutes earlier about how many guerrillas poured into the cathedral and how many guerrillas ran up to the missile. There are shots of Ursus and Zaius where we see the back of the cathedral again, and all of those extras are now gone.
I thought the same thing. Like, where did everybody go? Because, so again, if we have a plan between Brent and Taylor, if a good third of the apes, you could even get by with if they would just clench their face or something because the mist hit them. They're now taken out of it.
Rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, the numbers are down and everybody's trying to pull them out. Now you start shooting the leaders and suddenly Brent and Taylor can, have a chance. They have a plan. They don't even take advantage of that. We don't even see the apes, other than they recoil from the steam. We don't see it affect them in any way.
Right.
It's just it's a odd choice overall.
Just a lot of Zaius, Ursus, Taylor reactions to things that are happening.
It seems like they want to end the movie. That's honest. It just seems like we got to hurry up and push the button.
Yeah, but you wonder how many of these cut shots are meant just from the editor trying to make it look like something's actually happening. Trying to pad the pull down of the missile by giving forcing reaction shots from the actual reactors.
Right. All right.
That's it from me.
Richard?
That's it for me too.
Minute 92 in the books. We'll be back tomorrow with Minute 93. Until then, please go to find us on Twitter. You can find us at Minute of the Apes. You can then also go to minuteoftheapes.com, our website, and see every bit of our social media as well as our email. You can interact with us in any way you can. Just let us know you're there. Until tomorrow, I'm Todd, Richard, and Sean. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Beneath the Minute of the Apes. Beneath the Minute of the Apes. Beneath the Minute of the Apes.
The only good human is a dead human.